Hello everyone. Today we look at how to continue this drawing. Last time I did this tutorial, so we have to. I'll show you the tutorial. This is the tutorial. So we have to make these lines center lines, and we have to break this from here. So how can we do those operations? Is the next question. So we look at how it works. Now here I have to break this in order to mark the center lines in the file. So there are tools available in AutoCAD. Under modify we have break-in tools. So we have two kinds of break-in tools. One is break and the other one is break at point. So if I explain the theory, break at points at point is working only for a single point. Now if you just select this line, and it will ask you to specify the break point. Say I have to use this nearest snap here. I'm going to get some rough value. So I now click. So what happens here is I broke this line into two segments. Now you can delete this line. So the break tool, if I repeat it, now this is the first single line. I can run the break at point tool and select the line you want to break and use the snaps. Nearest snap is good, and break somewhere from here. Now this line has broken into two pieces. If you want to join them again, there's a tool called join. Next to break at point, there's a tool called join. So join tool can be used to join the unjoined line. So I can press the enter key. Now this is becoming a single line. So break at point and join tools have almost the two sides of a coin. So you can break it and as well as you can join it. And there's another tool called break. So the difference between this one and the break at point is after you use the break tool, you can remove the middle part even. So it is shown in the help picture. So you can see there are 2 points given, 1 and 2, and you can remove the middle part even. So if I do this operation, you just select the line and you specify the second first. Now when you select the line, that point was taken as the first point. Now he is asking me the second point. So if I just give it, this is wrong. So I'll undo this. So when you click the line, if you click somewhere here, it will be the first point. Now the first point is wrong here. So I have to change the first point by using this option here. First point is somewhere here, second point is here. So it will remove the middle part also. Earlier the break at point tool didn't do that, it just broke the line into pieces. But this one will break it from 2 points as well as it will delete the middle. So from this way you can get a similar drawing closer to this exercise. So the next option is next thing is we have to learn how to change the layers. Now we'll understand the concept of layers. So in this exercise we have to change the lines into center lines. You will not find the center lines available here. You have the line and the polyline, but not the center line tool. So we have to change the line into center lines, and in a good drawing you will find lot of line types. Now this has a center line, normal lines, this has dimensions. If you look at another file, uh, this drawing, you have center lines and hidden lines, continuous lines, dimensions, text. So you can break the drawing into different areas called layers. So the important thing about layers is you can turn off the layers. You can have different colors for the layers. Now these dimensions are in a different layer. It can be in different colors, fonts, etc. So this drawing can be in another layer. When you combine the two layers, you can see the final picture. If you want, you can turn off the dimension layer and look at the drawing. So this will helps the reader to understand the drawing clearly. And if there are a lot of people working on the same drawing, You can divide the areas among people, so among draftsmen, so they can work on different layers and combine the output and get the printouts even. So we look at how to create the layers for the drawing. Now this is a simple drawing. You can have center lines, normal lines, continuous lines, and you can have dimensions, so as well as text. Now if you look at this drawing, I haven't created any layers. I use the layer available in the software. The layer is called zeroth layer, and the layer color is white. Since the color is white, our drawing was in white color. Now it was changed to green color. So you can quickly come here and change the colors. All these buttons are working, and we'll look at what are the meanings of these buttons. Now when you click here, you can get the full picture. Layer properties. I'll expand this. Now I have only single layer, and the layer is now currently on. That's why you can see the content, and the layer color is white. And if you try to turn off this one, says it gives a message and it can be turned off. Now you cannot see the content. You can turn things again on, and the layer name is 0 here. If you want to rename it, there's a tool called renaming, but you cannot rename the zeroth layer. Zeroth layer, actually we don't do work in the zeroth layer. We have to keep that zeroth layer for the other work. So if I want to create a center line layer, we can rename the layer as center line or cen. Just the better you give names to the layers, then it's easy to understand. Uh, so we will look at how to create how to excuse me. Okay. Now I have created the layer called centerline layer, and here I have to now I have to give a color for the layer. Normally give a different color for the layer, and it says it's on now. And if you want, you can lock the layers. Now if you lock the layers, what will happen? You cannot do any writing on this layer. You will get a padlock saying that you can't do any writing. Sorry, you can do writing, but you cannot delete the things. You cannot edit the things. Now I can do writing only. I cannot delete the things. I cannot do any editing. So please remember, when the layer is locked, it's appearing in the not in bright colors, somewhat faded color. So the white color is not very bright now. So if I unlock the layer, you can see the white colors very brightly. So I can delete the things now. So I will come back to this. Now the color is given as yellow. It's unlocked layer. What do you mean by freeze layer? Now if you try to freeze the zeroth layer, it cannot be done. You cannot turn off the current layer. So current layer is this is the current layer. So when you see the tick mark here, it's the current layer. So when you click on this will become the current layer. Now you can do any work. Now if you try to do a drawing, it will be appeared in yellow color. So you have to select the layer. Either you can come here and select, or else from here also double click and select, or else right click and set current. So now the current layer is center layer. To try to freeze it now, you can freeze the zeroth layer now, but the current layer cannot be frozen. So what is the meaning of freezing, and what is the meaning of on and off? Now on and off also same, we are getting same results. Freezing also getting same results. When you turn off the layer, when you try to take a printout, the content will be printed. But when you turn off the freezing layer, if you freeze the layer, the content cannot be printed. So even though you turn off this one, there will be printouts. So here there will not be any printouts coming. So that is the meaning of freeze and on and off. Lock, I hope you understood. Then the color, then the line type. The most important thing here is the line type. So when I click on this, I can see only one line type available. Continuous line type, solid line. So if you want to load the center lines, the list is available here. You can come here and select the normal center line. There are other center lines available, center 2x, center half x. The meaning of these things are, this is somewhat shorter line, these are somewhat lengthy lines. So if you just select the center, normal center line, just select the normal center line. Okay, now this becomes center line here. So now the new layer takes the yellow color and center lines. Now if you select center half x and load it, now you can use watch here, you will see what's going on. Now the length is shortened. Earlier the length was this much, the big length. Now the length is shortened. If you want to select center 2x, now this is the output. So this is actually a zoom in level. So when you change this zoom in into 2x, it's lengthy lines, half x shorter lines. This is the normal size. Okay, so we will now make these lines center lines. Now we look at how to change this normal lines to center lines. The easiest way is, now we have created the lines already, so you just select these lines and change the layer from here. Now I have changed the layer into center lines, but you can't see the center line actual appearance. Now when you increase the line length, you can see the center line actual appearance, but for these small lines you cannot see because the zoom in level is high here, and you can nicely take it in the middle here. Here also we can take it to the middle. Now how can I take the center line appearance? One way is you can come here and try to change the zoom in level. So if I take the half values, you see whether it's going to work. Still not. So the half zoom in level is also not going to work. Normal zoom in level anyway don't work. Now how can I get less than half value? Now I hope you understand what I'm saying. The zoom in level here is half. It's also not adequate. Now I have to give a zoom in level around 0.1, 0.2, then it will work. Now how can you do that? There is a command in AutoCAD called LT scale, line type scale. So I'm going to type that command, it's here, and it says the current zoom in factor is 1. Now I have to give less than 1 value, say I'll give 0.1. Now you see center line appears. Now everywhere it's going to affect, not only in this drawing, this part also going to affect. Now so if it is not adequate, we can undo the command. Always press the Ctrl Z or use the undo buttons and take the original zoom in level again and rerun the command. Remember to undo the previous value if you want to apply a new value. So this new value will be 0.25. Now this is my new value 0.25. Earlier what I did was I gave 0.1, and I undo it and gave 0.25. So if it is not going to satisfy, just do undo again and give a new value. Don't give new values continuously without undoing. Always undo the previous value and give a new value. Now it's quite okay, the side drawing is quite okay, but if you look at carefully here, the center line is not going to nicely align. So we can make it to the middle by just drag in and drop in like this. So here also it's not symmetrical, so we can just take it manually like this. There's another command to directly apply the center lines for the circles. We'll discuss that later. So this is how we create center lines. So you have to go to layers, add the center line layer, load the center lines and do it. And there's another one called line weight here. You can increase the thickness. Now if you come here and give a value like this 0.5, so if you want to get thicker lines, get a value like this 0.5 millimeters. Press OK. Now this will be thick, but you will not see that difference straightforward coming here straightforward. So the reason is you have to turn the line weight buttons on. There's a tool called line weights, and still the line weight is not on. So this is the line weight button. You can come here, turn off, turn on the line weights. Even though you turn off the line weights here, when you take a printout, automatically the correct line weight will be applied. Normally we are not turning this on because it takes some computer memory, so we can turn it off and on and off as required. And now if you look at the line weight here, it's in millimeters. Sometimes we may give a question the line weight in inches. How can you change these units to inches? The easiest way to do is you go to units command. If you just try to type the unit command and check here, sorry, units command in AutoCAD, there's nothing called line weight command, or where there's nothing called inches here. This inches is different. This is something else. Here it shows only some decimal numbers. So if you want to change line weight, you have to always remember, if you have a question, you just type the correct English word here, line weight. So I have a question about line weights. So I type the line weight command. Now you can see there's a tool to change the units. So I can change it to inches. Now when I go here and check, it appears in inches. So there's no problem. You can always change the units to metric or inches. So in sometimes our questions can be in inches. So please remember this option also. And one more thing about this drawing, about saving. So when you want to save the drawing, or you can use manual saving methods, or else there's a tool here called auto save. So please remember to use this auto save button uh, on, and don't have small minutes here. Say at least have 10 minutes. Don't have 2 minutes. Then it will always save your drawing and your machine will get slow. Always create a backup for your drawing. So this will ensure that you have a latest version in your computer if something happens. So here this is save as save in AutoCAD 2018 version. Uh, so we have discussed the layer theory now. In tutorial number 4, you can try these questions at home. This question I'll show you how to do in the coming lesson. So this question also you can try. I'll also do. Now we'll look at how to do this tutorial. This is in tutorial number 4, last question. So I'm going to use this ACAD template to start. So we can select that new drawing. Select the ACAD template. First thing is we have to just look at what are the layers we need. We need a center line layer, normal lines. We are not going to put dimensions now. We need center lines and normal lines. And these are the snaps types they have used in this drawing. So normally in the drawings we don't show these snaps, but this is the first time we are doing AutoCAD, so that's why we are showing these snap types which are needed here. And this meaning of this 3 times is you need to have 3 circles diameter 1.5, 3 circles diameter 0.8. So I create the layers now. Normally I will not use the first layer, before layer to do my designs. So I will create my own layers, continuous layer, and the next one is center line layers. So continue center line layer, I will give a color, and I will load the line type center. I will keep the line weights as default and the other settings as it is. Now where can we how can we start this drawing? So the important thing here is how to start the drawing. You cannot start from the circles. If you try to start, sorry, lines. If you try to draw these outer lines, there will be an issue because these lines are depending on these circles. So the first feature we have to draw is the circles. So you can easily draw these two circles. But when it comes to drawing these circles, you have to locate the centers correct. So the best thing is to draw the center lines first and start this. So I will change the layers to center lines, and I will try to draw two center lines in the middle. So this center line length may be around, this is 2.76 plus 2, 4.76. From here to here it may be around 7 units. So I will just have a rough idea, get the 7 7 length. So I will just take 7, enter. Now I have drawn a line around length 7. This can be later adjusted, so don't worry about the actual sizes. So this may be take the midpoint snaps, turn off the nearest is not good, so we can take the middle, this line, and I'm just guessing everything here. This may be around, don't worry, we can just change the length later. So this can be come here and snap here, then it's nicely crossing. So now I can draw the circles, but before drawing the circles, it's easy if you have to figure out the other center lines also, then quickly in one turn you can draw all the circles. So to get the parallel center line here, 3.75, I can use the copy tool or else the offset tool. Offset tool will be the easiest one, so I will use the offset tool. The length is 3.75. Select this line, offset. This is 2.62. I run the offset command again. 2.62 side. So I got the required vertical lines. Then the horizontal line 2.76. 2.76. This is side. Repeat offset. This is 2 side. So I got all the required horizontal and vertical lines. Some lines are maybe big. We can just reduce the size later. Now we can start drawing the circles. So I'll use the if you want you can change the layers because the circles are drawn in continuous layer, or else you can just later do it. So it's up to you to decide what to do. So if you want you can come here and change the layers to continuous and do it, or else draw everything in center line, later change the layers. Normally people will draw everything in one layer and later change the layers because it's faster. Now this is center diameters. This diameter is 3.5 outer one. If you want you can use the offset tool again to draw a circle. Rather than drawing a circle again, offset tool also can be used. The offset value is here, 3.5 minus 2.5 is 1. This is diameter, radius is 0.5. So if you just offset 0.5 this circle, you can get another circle. You can get lot of parallel circles like this here. So offset tool is a nice tool which always works for lines, circles, and even for arcs. We haven't discussed this. Even for arcs the offset tool works, so no problem. I repeat it, or else you come here and traditionally draw a circle again. So I draw offset circle. The offset value is 0.5. Enter. Now I can draw one of these circles. Same diameter everywhere, so you can copy the circles later. So we will draw only one. So here 1.5. Make sure this snaps correctly working. If you are not sure, you use the intersection snap. Midpoint snap may not be very accurate, so this intersection snap is the most accurate snap. So better you use the intersection snap. Now this is center diameter. Now when you turn the intersection on, the endpoint snap is working, because the endpoint snap is powerful than the intersection. So these are powerful snaps, these are weaker snaps. So intersection is on, better you turn off this endpoint. So this is intersection 1.5. and if you try to repeat the circle, mind you, it will not repeat the diameter, it will repeat the radius. So you have to make sure the diameter is repeated. This is 0.8. Now I have drawn the circles. Now we can copy these two circles to the other locations. Just run the copy command. Base point is here, it is here and here. So the easiest way is to use the base point method and copy. Now we can draw the rest of the lines. We can draw this line. This is tangent here, tangent here. So we have to use the tangent snaps. Now when you try to use a tangent snap, there are problems coming. Tangent snap is weak. You will get the center snaps. So you have to master the snap selections. So the center snap is not going to allow the tangent snap to work. So I have to use the tangent snap correctly like this and take the tangent here. Never ever turn everything on. Some guys I have seen turn everything on and trying to do the AutoCAD, it's not going to work. So you have to select the correct snap technique. Here also tangent, repeat the line, tangent here, tangent here, enter or press the escape. Now I can draw this one, quadrant to mid. So the quadrant snap, I have to select quadrant snap. Quadrant is this and the middle point is here. Now every time if I try to go here and select this may take lot of time. If you want, you can right click and do some snap overriding like this. So rather than going to the fundamental tools, you can right click and get the midpoint quickly as a temporary measure. Now it took, I don't need to go here and turn this on permanently, so the right click will also going to work. Then we have quadrant and intersection. Before using intersection, we have to draw this tangent to tangent line. So this is tangent. Now tangent is not working. Here if you right click, it's not going to work. So the right click is working for the second point. So here tangent should be on. It's on, but it's not taking. Quadrant is on, so the quadrant is powerful. So you have to turn off the quadrant. Tangent is weak. Get the tangent here to here. Done. Now then we have quadrant to quadrant row intersection. Both are working. Intersection here. So we can right click now. For the second point, you can right click intersection. Done. Now the drawing is almost complete. Now if you look at this area, these are not clearly symmetric. So we can do some line reduction. So use the break tools and cut the lengthy lines. So manually also we can do this. Since this is a small drawing, you can manually adjust the center line sizes. So this value is not given in a drawing, you have to think and do it. It should be adequate to figure out the center points of the circle. This may be also shortened. It should come out a little bit. This should be shortened. So here I am using a manual method, just drag in and drop in from the grippers. This is simple drawing, so no problem. Now if you want, you can change the LT scale here. So I'll run the LT scale command. If you want to have shortened center lines, we say 0.5. This is much more better than the previous value. So I gave 0.5 as the LT scale. So that's it. So we have done a good drawing. Now we have created the layers. We use the offset tool and some snap tools in this drawing. So you can also try this at home, and if you have any questions you can ask. So the arc theory I haven't done, so we have to start the arc theory also, and still I am in chapter 3, 4 and 5. So next lesson is also based on 3, 4 and 5. So we will come up with a new video soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.